All right, hello everyone. We are back doing another Legacy League, and today we're doing it with Bizarro Stormy. And this is a build that I came up with a few months ago, but haven't had the chance to try because at the time I wasn't on Magic Online, and obviously Paper Magic has been dead, so it's kind of sat on the shelf for a bit. But I'm excited to try it out today. And some of the big differences over maybe some of the other lists is I've seen a few people have a lot of luck with Wishclaw Talisman um, in their decks, just because I mean it's a 2 mana uh, tutor. Yeah, it costs technically 3 whole mana to get a card. But what's nice is that it's 2 mana, can come on down and sit for a turn or two, for us to then activate for 1 mana on the following turn. Um, and that's pretty cool. And so I wanted to give it a shot in here, because typically we play something like maybe an extra Past in Flames and Dark Petition, right? To be our tutor slots. So having essentially a you know a, on the mana front, 2 mana to cast this with a 1 mana later is it seems pretty good. Um, the big worry I have is that there is a lot of Karn Great Creator out there, which could shut this off. So be so that's something that we're going to be on the lookout for today. But otherwise, I'm excited to give it a shot. To kind of supplement the deck, it's pretty basic for a Bizarro Stormy list outside of some of the basics. I mean, we got Shadow Graves, Cabal Rituals, or you know mana spells. We got 9 cantrips, 4 Thoughtseize. Uh, yeah, we're running 2 Veil of Summer, just because there is a lot of counter spells running around. So I think having some number of Veil is pretty good main deck. And then we have 1 Abrupt Decay main, since we can you know uh, tutor it up with Wishclaw Talisman. Of course, then if we're tutoring up Abrupt Decay with Talisman against a deck like with Chalice and stuff, of course, then they're going to get an activation off it, unless we're killing them that turn. But yeah, it's still something nice to have access to in game one. I mean, there's a lot of Chalice decks running around the meta right now. This answers Thalia's, the random Leovold, if those are out there still. So like this answers quite a few things. Narset, Hole Breacher out of the Echoes deck. So I think one Abrupt Decay is an interesting addition, main deck. I remember seeing a few people playing Ant kind of have like a Wishclaw Talisman deck with Abrupt Decay and Veil Summer, and had some decent success with it. So I'm curious to see how it performs in the Bizarro Stormy framework. Going to the sideboard, fairly basic stuff for us. Um, probably don't need the Grape Shot here, considering that we don't have like Mastermind's Acquisition or Burning Wish to get this out. But I'm thinking like against something like a Death and Taxes, boarding this in really helps to you could cast like a few spells in Grape Shot and ping 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 down a couple of Hate Bears. So I think it's a reasonable thing to have access to, even if we never bring it in. Um, second Abrupt Decay, of course, got to have it for those Chalice decks. Ground Seal, love it against surgical decks. Things that are targeting our graveyard. Veil Summer, because of course we do want to have access to more of them if the matchup calls for it. Carpet of Flowers, great anti-blue card. Gonna give us a lot of mana to do our things. Massacre, once again, gotta answer Thalia's. Extirpate, kind of a anti-combo slash anti-blue card. Just being able to snag a Force of Will, or even just get information on our opponent's hand without them being able to react to it is pretty tight. And then of course the bounce spells, Hercule's Recall, Echoing Truth, gotta have them against Chalice decks, since they are everywhere. Echoing Truth can hit a bunch of things. Flusterstorm, once again, kind of redundant in this deck. I think we have a lot of anti-blue cards already, but it does give us some more options depending on the deck. And then Chain of Vapor, I was honestly, when I was building this sideboard, when kind of moving things around here, I honestly just had a couple of extra slots that I needed to fill in, and so I mean, Chain of Vapor is just a safe card to have. You can make an argument for like having a 1 CMC spell to get in there. And then once again, Grape Shot. There are some games where it might be good to have access to it out of the sideboard. So yeah, so that's kind of the deck. I'm curious to see how it'll do. Maybe we'll get lucky and just combo people out of the game, or maybe we'll have another 05 league or something like I have been recently. It seems like the meta is really tough for tin fins, and to kind of give myself a little palate cleanser, I mean, that's why we're here with Bizarro Stormy, because we'll see how that goes. So anyway, let's get into this first match. We did win the dice roll, so hey, that's good. Yeah, we'll play first. All right. Well, this is interesting. We got Thoughtseizes, Wishclaw Talisman, Shallow Grave. So like we can, Wishclaw, find our Entomb, and go off. So I mean, yeah, we'll keep this. See how it goes. We'll probably, we'll, turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Wishclaw, and then go about our business here. So Delta, crack it. Let's grab our Underground Sea. Underground Sea, and Thoughtseize our opponent. Alright, and we're on white cards. Okay. What's funny about Spirit of the Labyrinth is we can Magus gets around this, and so like if we really wanted to, we could go hard on the Magus plan. GT is gonna gain them life, and that's annoying. Swords, so we're probably on the Magus plan here. The real question is, do we want to, get rid of the Stoneforge to slow him down, or the Spirit, because that could, that's a decent clock on its own. And of course I have Wasteland, so they could just easily go turn 1 Wasteland and waste our stuff. But we have excess land, so let's just snag Spear of the Labyrinth. And wait it out. See what they do from there. So yeah, I mean, best card we could draw would definitely be Entomb. So they're gonna go for the Wasteland off the bat. Cool. That sucks, but it gives us more time. We have 2 lands. We have our Witchclaw. Cantrip would be fun off the top here. Well, all right, cool beans. So yeah, so next turn we can go do our thing. Would love to see them tap out for something here. Okay, so that's instep. So let's see here. So we can. I think it's definitely better for us to go ahead and draw 14, and then figure out what we're gonna do. So let's go ahead, crack that, and let's grab Swamp and hit our Entomb. Blindside Diamond. Oh, maybe we should have. Let's see. Let's get our island. The real question is, do we crack this for mana, or do we leave it? I think it's probably worth cracking for. Let's go with black. Have our black mana floating. Will our opponent? Nope, they're not going to go for the C's. Okay, so we have Dark Ritual, Ponder Brainstorm, Entomb. There's our Magus of the Mind. So let's Ritual. Too bad we drew the Magus, but you know, it's fine. We'll just brainstorm, put it back. Put you back. And you know what? We actually didn't even draw the we didn't draw a reanimation here. That's really awkward. Actually, no. We can do Past in Flames. And actually, yeah, we'll just pass. We'll just Past in Flames and ritual them out. So let's do our Entomb for let's see here, 9. We have 10 mana. And yeah. Okay, we're good. So Past in Flames or Tendrils. Past in Flames. And let's go ahead and Ball Ritual. And go. So yeah, almost punted that out there because I forgot we did not grab the Shallow Grave for the Magus, but you know that's fine because we had double Entomb, so Entomb for Past in Flames, Entomb for Tendrils, and get there. So almost punt, but haha, lucky duck for us. Okay, Death and Taxes. Looks like they were playing the regular version, not the Yorion version. So yeah, how fun. All right, so we probably want we want Massacre for sure. Veil of Summer could come out. Maybe maybe we keep one Abrupt Decay. We keep one Abrupt Decay in here just to answer things or to have a better answer for stuff. So what am I most worried about? I want like some number of Echoing Truth, just on the off chance they have something like just horrendous to bring in to hit us with here. So let's get a Preordained and what should be the last card to cut? Does kind of hit a lot of things. The only thing this can't hit is Leyline of the Void, and they're probably not going to bring in Leyline of the Void. So maybe we only just need one Echoing Truth, but if we'll keep this one in let's just bring in the one Chain of Vapor, because they're probably going to have one hate piece that isn't a creature, so that this should give us the maximum kind of spread of options here. So let's run it back. Pretty good turn, game one. Interesting. I mean, we have our Thoughtseize and Ponders and stuff, but like we're not comboing anytime soon. And against Death and Taxes, you want to be able to get them real quick. Yeah. We can always Thoughtseize. What's the they could easily turn one Graveyard Hate, turn one how many Ancient Tomb Chalice of the Void would hurt. Let's just keep this and see how it goes. Yeah, normally I would say don't keep a hand like this because it doesn't have stuff. Deafening Silence. Okay, good thing we brought in the Chain of Vapor and we have the Abrupt Decay, so that's fine. We can deal with a Deafening Silence. Hey, look, a shallow grave off the top. Cool. So let's the Thoughtseize. And look, they got a Thalia. So double port Caracas. I mean, that's rough, but we'll live. Port. Yep. Probably upkeep port us. I think that's fine. We can just go Pluto Delta. Well, double port. What? Man. You know what? We're just gonna do our brainstorm. Okay, so we got Entomb and Thoughtseize and stuff like that. So that's actually not too bad for us. So at this rate, we'll put one Seas bank, one land bank. Yeah, you got a champ. Their land. So I mean, at this rate, we're looking for something to handle that. Yeah, Ether Vial, cool. We know that they have one unknown in hand, one port, but that's fine. It's tempting to kind of throw out the Entomb. But they could have like Fairy Macabre, which is kind of scary. So let's just stand pat for now. We're gonna draw a Thoughtseize. Let's at the very least shuffle this, and we'll grab a Swamp, and let's just throw the Entomb out there. Gives us maximum options if we draw our Chain of Vapor off of this. So draw step, our upkeep step, they're gonna tap our Underground Sea, and that's fine. I mean, it's tempting to kind of just throw out the Shallow Grave here. I mean, we're gonna lose a Grizzlebrand, but we can at least draw 7. No, yeah, we'll let them hit us with that. I think maybe what we can do is so many options, so little time. Let's crack this. Let's grab our tropical island and let's ponder. Okay, Massacre, Wishclaw Talisman. So Talisman can get us our bounce spell, and then we can like bounce and go ham in a turn. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we might keep this. So let's go Island, Massacre, Talisman, no shuffle. Taking the slow route to getting here, but I mean they don't have a clock on us. They're taxing our mana, and we can't cast more than one spell at a turn. But really, we just need to get around this Deafening Silence for now. And plus, we have the Massacre to double cover our butts. For when they start like casting Thalias and the like. So yeah, so Caracas, that's gonna be rough, but not the end of the world for us. Tapping out hard, Recruiter of the Guard. Yep. Interesting that I left that at 1. If they went 2 CMC, they could have that in there, but I guess I don't know. Oh, no, maybe. Or wait, they cast it last turn. Never mind. I'm going crazy. What did they? Containment Priest. Yeah, man. I mean, I think the nice thing is we're really not under much pressure yet. Yeah, they have the Containment Priest in hand, and that's going to be annoying, but we can always Thoughtseize into Massacre. before doing our thing. So let's get Wishclaw down for now. And the top card's gonna be an island, so we'll probably want to crack this. In hopes that maybe we just draw the bounce spell off the top and don't have to burn our talisman. Go, so they're up to 2 on that. 4 cards in hand, 2 gnomes. So it's gonna get Taxi up in here. Yes. All right, gonna flip the guard. Probably get a Thalia. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, so they're gonna go to clock us here. They figure that between Deafening Silence and Containment Priest, they have us in a good spot, which I think is reasonable enough to argue. I think we grab Bayou here. Once again, I'm trying to just have maximum colors to make that port weird for them. It's too bad we couldn't Shallow Grave this on their instep. But since they have the Containment Priest, it's gonna be harder to punk them out. And we draw another Thoughtseize. I think it's for now reasonable to Thoughtseize and kind of force their hand on things. So, yeah. Okay, so they're gonna activate Aether Vial. Yeah. So Stoneforge Mystic is what they're bringing in. Not opting to use the ability. Yeah, opponent saying that was a heavy punt. Uh, okay, so yeah, they opponent punted. I'm sorry, opponent. I've been there. I mean, you still got a Crocus, and a Deafening Silence. Uh, Step. Yep. Yep. Fortunately, if we do the Grizzlebrand here, we can't actually draw 7 now, so game is very hard. Once again, sure, yeah, you got that. Okay, Lotus Petal, how fun. So yeah, I think we definitely need to throw down our Masker here to not die. Um, so yeah, so the hard part right now is they're taxing our lands, and uh, we don't have. So we essentially we're gonna have to get Magus, and we can't just crack this talisman because they're gonna get something off of it, and I don't want to give the taxes deck a way to wreck our lives, right? So they're drawing nothing. They're gonna upkeep, do stuff to us, right? So I guess we can activate this during our turn now, right? So let's go ahead and tap you for a black. Of course, once again, we break that, and then we're Shadowgrave and Grizzlebrand, and we can't draw 7. So it's like, what do we do here? So yeah, let's just let it go. I hate giving them more time for things, but like we can't do anything with our current setup here. Again, with only one. Yeah. I'm thinking like alternatively, maybe what we do is we Wishclaw for Past in Flames. So Past in Flames, we can, we have Lines of Diamond, Lotus Petal over Dark Ritual. I guess no, we need to draw Past in Flames. Past in Flames or Bounce Spell deals with this. Bounce Spell would be the best because we get EOT, bounce out the Deafening Silence, and then go off. But this is a tough game. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Yeah, this is a fascinating game. So yeah, they have Wasteland. They're gonna waste one of our things, but I'm honestly not worried about it because we have quite a bit of mana. It's too bad we don't have our draw step to figure out what to do. Um, so yeah, they're gonna tap our lands. Let's just tap it for a black. Yeah. Once again, we can Wishclaw for something, but without knowing what we're drawing, it's incredibly risky. Another Massacre. Yeah. See, like we need to be able to do something with our turn, but yeah, whatever. Eventually, our opponent is gonna draw something to get us. If we don't hit on something soon, I'm surprised we haven't hit one of our cantrips yet. To be honest, ooh, Wasteland, that's gonna hurt. Now I'm getting worried about our mana situation. Now they can like port both of our lands, so it's like, okay, what we need to do something here soon, right? So yeah, upkeep, port both of our things. I think for now we still just. I think for now we still need to stand pat. Yeah, blue mana. I am Drost. Lotus Petal. Not exactly at 7. Yeah, whatever, opponent. You got it. Kind of holding on to my artifacts for now. We might just have to like do a weird storm thing. Wasteland. Oof. All right, this game is very hard. Luckily, we have all the artifact mana in the world to kind of get around that. So as long as they don't turn off our stuff, I don't feel super bad. Upkeep, tap my thing. Nope. I'm just letting it go for now. Once again, okay, another shallow grave. Okay. Get rid of shallow grave because it's functionally useless against this Crocus plus Deafening Silence plus us being a 7 life. Like we're not getting it with this Grizzlebrand. Opponent doing stuff, play another planes. This is like one of the more awkward games against Death and Taxes I've played in a while. I don't blame our opponent here for trying to jank us out as best they can, but you know, gotta win somehow. Hey, look, Entomb. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think what we need to do is hmm. So now we can go for our Magus win. So I think what we need to do is just cast a Lotus Petal. Because now we can Wishclaw for our Chain of Vapor, bounce Deafening Silence, and then go off on our turn. And we'll have plenty of mana to do so. Once again, worst case scenario here is that they end up having some sort of graveyard hate, and that's really awkward, but upkeep. Here comes the port. Good old Chain of Vapor. Another Talisman. How fun. Okay. So let's... I wish that this was like another Dark Ritual. But here we are. Worst case... Alright, so right now, absolute worst thing that they could have would be like a... the Thing. The Thing being... Containment Priest to wreck our lives. But I mean, at this rate, we're running low on time, so we gotta go for it. All right, opponent, let me have this. Let me have this, opponent. Opponent is probably reading Magus the Mine. Wondering what's about to go on. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand and an Aether Vial on 3. Like, they could super duper wreck our lives. Oh, they're going for Grizzlebrand? Oh, man. Even better. Yeah. Na 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 na. Oh man. Okay, so let's. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. And there we go, folks. The Magus, 0 cards at hand, 0 cards in the library, full graveyard. We did it. What? All right. That was great. So yeah, we'll see how the next one goes. All right, going into round 2, and we won the dice roll. All right. Love to see it. What do we got? Shallow Grave. All right. So I think this is a great great hand to keep. We have our way to find our Entomb. Got the other part of our combo. No protection spells, but you know, we'll figure it out. So for now, let's just get our Ponder out there. Oh, and look at that Entomb right off the top. So let's see. I think probably go Delta Grave Entomb, no shuffle. And yeah, let's just I stacked that wrong. Should have had it where Shallow Grave is on top so that or I draw Entomb next turn on the off chance that they like turn 1 Thought Seize us. But you know, we'll live. Tundra. Okay, no Thought Seize. Weathered Wayfarer. Well, okay, that's interesting. Search your library for a land card, do some stuff. Okay, that's an interesting one. I don't know what our opponent is doing. Got our Shallow Grave. I'm honestly tempted to throw out this Wishclaw Talisman, because, I mean, Tundra, they're probably on counter spells. Actually, you know what? No, we have Talisman as backup and another thing. So let's just give it a shot. Dark Ritual. What do you do, opponent? Entomb. You're gonna counter our Entomb. No. Grab Grizzlebrand. Shallow Grave. You're gonna counter our Shallow Grave. They're gonna counter it. They probably counter it. All right, they don't counter it. Neat. Draw 7. What you gonna do? Do they have the Solitude? No. Okay. Well, cast. Cast. Let's draw another 7. I kind of want to draw a Thoughtseize just to see what our opponent is up to. Really thinking about that draw 7 though. Okay. So we have the Tendrils win here. Dark Ritual, Tendrils of Agony. Yeah. So let's just go to combat. Back. Ritual. Cool. Cool. Okay. Weathered Wayfarer. What is our opponent doing? $1 million question. Yeah, we didn't draw a Thoughtseize to kind of take a peek at what they were doing, so this game 2 is very risky. Weathered Wayfarer. What? So, okay, well, whatever it is can't be good for us, right? So maybe what we do is we take out one Preordain. Kind of want to bring in Carpet of Flowers, maybe. They are going to be on a blue deck. And then maybe Chain of Vapor for something. You know what? Let's just bring in Chain of Vapor for the Preordain for right now. I don't have enough information really. I mean, they're probably, they have Tundra. There's probably counter spells. They fought a lot, but they were willing to just kind of let us do our thing. So we have Veil Summer, we have the Abrupt Decay, we have the Chain of Vapor. Like that's plenty of us. We have 2 ways to answer permanents, plenty of ways to enter counter spells. We have the redundancy. So like they'd have to have something very weird for us to get got by. Like, is this like some sort of weird blue-white stacks deck? Unfortunately, we can't keep that. If this was like a land, that'd be sweet. Mulligan. Oh no. Oh man, this is rough. Mulligan again. Okay. I think we mulligan one more time. This is weird, but all right, we'll keep. So we got to put 3 at the bottom. So that's an easy one. 2 and 3. Yeah, I mean, if we draw like Shallow Grave off the top, that's a cool hand, right? We can just Magus for a number. So they play Caracas. Okay, yeah. That sounds cool. Come on, Shallow Grave. Like Shallow Grave so we can go for like a Magus kill, Ponder. Okay, well, looks like we cast that. Ah, man. There it is. Unfortunately, we really need a land. Oh, yikes. Well, let's just get that out there. Want to counter an opponent? Okay. So we need land Shallow Grave. So that's the issue with these risky keeps is we need stuff. But I mean, what are the that's a Shallow Grave, and our chance of winning goes like super high, as high as it can get in a mold situation. Flooded Strand. Yep. One land. Another Dark Ritual. Not good. Not great. Ethersworn Cannons. Okay, yeah, sure. Hast in Flames. Okay. Game is thinking. Yeah, we're just gonna pass turn. Maybe we should have kept that Chain of Vapor. I think you can argue that maybe we should have kept like the five hand, with like some number of lands and cantrips, but like, in a situation I feel where you're mulliganing down to like 5, 4, 5, maybe down to 4, like, uh, we can win off of a 4-card hand, right? Mana Source, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Shallow Grave. So like, and we had like all that on that mold of 4. Whereas that other hand, like what we play lands, we play our Brainstorm, and then nothing. The real question is, am I timing out? Is my internet connection just doing some weird stuff at the moment? Because that's really awkward if it is. You'd hate to lose a game because the internet craps out. But yeah. So anyway, while we're waiting for my client to catch up, waiting for the client. Server. Waiting. Oh, there we go. Okay, so finally passed their turn. They're playing a Meddling Mage. So this is like a blue. This is like the. Is this the Esper Vial deck? What are you gonna name? I mean, you probably name Entomb. Maybe you name Dark Ritual. I don't think there's a way we can beat this, so I'm willing to kind of give our opponent some time to play out their deck just to see what they have going on. I mean, it's 5-turn clock right now, and like 4.5-turn clock. So, Doomsday. I mean, that's reasonable. So this is someone who is familiar with the Entombsday. That's cool. That's a good name. You're wrong, but that's a great thing to blind Meddling Mage name. Wishclaw Talisman. Hey, you are not a land. Nor a way for us to get around this Ethersworn Cannon is. So cool. Yeah, this Meddling. So we don't care about this Meddling Mage. Thank goodness. If they named Dark Ritual, that'd be dummy awkward. Yep. Really just need our deck to give us like lands. And one land. Like one land, please, deck. Ponder is not a land. Yep. Containment Priest. Yep, we're not beating that one for sure. Funny thing is actually we could just storm them out. Like, yeah, they have Containment Priest, but the cool thing about this deck is we can just tendrils them out really easily. If we just draw a land, oh my goodness. Deck. Oh my gosh. Man. unfortunate. So what do we throw down into the graveyard? I think we toss Past in Flames because we could flash it back and discard Past in Flames. Past in Flames is kind of our way to get around all of this, though. So all right, we got one turn to pull it off. If we draw a land, actually no, we can't even do it with a land. So yeah, we're dead, super dead. Well, ritual. Yep. All right, concede. You got his opponent. Okay. Okay, so this is the cool Vial deck. So let's bring in our massacres. And let's see. Oh man, that's the thing. They probably do have the counter spells, right? So like cutting Veil seems a bit risky. Maybe we cut like one Wishclaw Talisman. And what else? What is the next cut? Maybe we do cut one Veil. So we're like, yeah, I don't want to cut it because they probably do have counter magic, but uh, we got to make room. We got to be able to answer these creatures. Yeah. Once again, we're probably storming our opponent here. I would love to play first. All right. Cool. This is a keeper. We'll keep it. I think we fire off Thoughtseize here and then figure out what our next plan would be. It'd be great if this Ponder was like a shallow grave, right? But what can you do? Okay, they're mulliganing down to 5 cards, so they're trying to get us there. Watch them have like one of like one of like Leyline of the Void. Okay, they mulligan down to 5, so not a bad start. Let's make this a mulligan to 4 though for them. I think for now we just grab Swamp. The off chance that they like Wasteland us or something. Interesting. So Brainstorm gives them the best chance of like kind of wriggling out of this. Like we could take Force, but then what do they do? Flooded Strain, crack it, Brainstorm, have a better hand. Yeah, I think I think we have to take the Brainstorm here for the value play. Yeah, let's just hold on to the rest of our hand for now. Tell you what though, this MTGO is being a little bit slow, so we might have to after this match log off and log back in. All right, Flooded Strand. Search for your stuff. See what they have for a turn one play with the Weathered Wayfarer. Okay, so they have Force plus Meddling Mage in hand. Neat. Wishclaw Talisman. Now that is an interesting one. The Shallow Grave. Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Let's you on yeah. Let's pass the turn for now. See what our does. I was gonna see if they actually activate this Weathered Wayfarer or not. So I'm tempted to throw out this Entomb on their end step and see if they counter it. That way we can toss down Wishclaw and go the long route. And yeah. Opponent is thinking, so they probably just drew something incredibly interesting. What's fun is they do have I don't know. Let's see. Probably the worst thing for us would maybe be Containment Priest. Okay, so they're gonna play the Flooded Strand. They're gonna crack the Flooded Strand. Yeah. Lavinia. So let's see here. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana value. Okay, we're not cast. Oh wait, no. Mana value greater than the number of lands that we control. Okay. Fun. If they cast a spell, no mana was spent to cast it. Counter that spell. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too worried about that because we do have the Chain of Vapor. That we can kind of force the issue with. So yeah. Yep. See if they'll force this. Question is, if they don't force it, what do we want to do? Funny thing is, we won't be able to massacre because of Lavinia. Okay. Oh yeah, we're not going to draw it. So they actually did counter this, so we're not going to draw that Chain of Vapor next turn. But that's probably fine. So I think we just grab Grizzlebrand. What happens? Lotus Petal. How neat. Oh yeah. That was a punt, but it's fine. We got a Wishclaw Talisman, so we'll just. Yeah, that was a waste of a pedal. I literally sat there, stared at it, be like, yeah, no mana, whatever. That ha, dumb punt on our end, but not at the end of the world. We got our Wishclaw down. If they have a Thalia out, that's how we get around that. Yeah, beginning of combat, go ahead and punch on it here, opponent. Yep. 10 Drills of Agony. Well, we're not casting you anytime soon. Opponent can't cast. Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to do the thing with that. So we can like Wishclaw, get our Thoughtseize. Draw 7. Hit a land. Hope we hit Chain of Vapor, bounce. Okay. Of course, then they can do their thing, but you know. Counter this opponent. If they counter this, that's awkward, but not the end of the world. So this is the risky part, right? They counter this, and then they have a turn with our Wishclaw Talisman, and they get like something really scary to mess up our day with. Probably Containment Priest. We'll see what happens there. Opponent's really thinking. Either they're really thinking, or it's once again one of those things where the server's being weird for them too. Yeah. Yeah, casting that lotus petal was a huge punt, but as was, it makes me wonder, can does Veil of Summer get around that hate bear? Veil of Summer. Let's see. Spells. Let's see. Spells you control can't be countered this turn. So yeah, so Veil of Summer would get around this. Fun fact. Opponent's still in the tank, figuring out what they want to do, or they're like super timed out like we were earlier. Just let it resolve, opponent. What's the worst thing that could happen? If I had to guess, it's probably the server issue. Just being extra wonky. Because I mean, we had that server issue, and then it popped up, and then like, meddling mages on the stack that last game. So there's the force. Yep. Now the game's gonna think for us for a bit. Okay. And now they can like surgical us, which is real awkward if they have that with the talisman. Now, granted, we can also talisman on the crackback to deal with whatever they get to. So it's interesting. So yeah, this is fun. This is the second game or second round in a row now where we kind of get to see the downsides of the Wishclaw Talisman. Where that last game against Death and Taxes, right? We couldn't we couldn't do anything about like they had that stuff, and we had to wait so long to be able to crack that because we needed to be able to like kill them so they couldn't turn around and find another hate piece against us. Here, okay, yeah, we crack it because we need a Thoughtseize to go off, and we're on the clock. And we knew they had the force. Whether or not they would have forced that dark ritual before we Thoughtseized is interesting. I mean, obviously it's a no-brainer because they counter it. We obviously can't back that up with anything unless we have like land drop another one, but they don't. Obviously they ended up countering it. Here, what do they grab? Maybe they grab a force to go with this blue spell. Land. Okay. So the problem is now is like we Thoughtseize, we have to like swing with Grizzlebrand and can't draw. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, yeah, we can't, unfortunately, grab our Veil like we'd like to. So we're going to have to make our opponent do stuff here, yeah. Okay, Containment Freeze. Does opponent have a daze? They don't. Pithing Needle. How fun. Okay, well, now we got to go to combat. Attack. So they have 5. We go if we draw down to 7. I mean, we have to take our draw 7 here, right? So draw 7. And we have okay, so we have the Masker, so we can wipe them out next turn. And yeah, so hopefully they don't have like a Lord or something. Wouldn't that be awkward? Oh man, it was spent to cast it. So we're gonna have to hard cast Massacre next turn. Brainstorm, yeah. But after we hard cast Massacre, like we should be able to we should be in good shape because then we'll have our last wish off our Wishclaw Talisman, and then we can get them on the next turn. So yeah, fun game. Very hard game, but fun game nonetheless. Yeah, I think this is why I really like Bizarro Stormy, because you just have so many ways of kind of getting your opponent. That even if you can't just get them with your creatures, you can definitely get them some other way. So they have 1 card in hand after casting that Brainstorm. They have 2 lands untapped. Good hate bears. I mean, you know. Oh, they hit another Brainstorm. Okay, so what are they looking for? What can they get with like 1 mana to like mess us up? Wasteland. Oh, FML. I mean, I guess we could just you know, bounce the Lavinia and then probably get them without the. Yeah, we do have the Chain of Vapors, so we're not in bad shape. It's not great shape, but we're not in bad shape. Okay. Draw Cabal Ritual. All right, how do we do our turn here? We bounce Lavinia. Okay, so we bounce Lavinia, play our Lotus Petal, Massacre to get rid of the Containment Priest. Cabal Ritual. Do we have them with Tendrils here? Okay, let's. Do we have them with Tendrils? So bounce, Massacre. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, okay, we have them here. So it doesn't matter if they bounce our Wishclaw Talisman because we can, because we're in good shape. So yeah, let's bounce you. Do you want to bounce our Wishclaw? Because that's cool if you do. I mean, I guess we could technically grab Dark Ritual off of it, and then Ritual, and then just kind of Ritual Tendrils. All right, win the match. What a neat match against Esper Vial. Really showcasing the power of the deck, where we kind of do a little storming in one way and a little bit of Grizzle Branding the other way. Didn't get the flash from the Magus. Had a really bad game too, but that was pretty good. All right, round 3, and hey, another one on the dice roll. Yes. Entomb, lands, Wishclaw, Lines of Diamond, She. That's pretty good. This is a good looking keeper. I kind of wish that this was like a underground or a bayou or something, so we could like hold up this this Entomb or Brainstorm depending on what our opponent's doing. But it is it is what it is, right? Okay, so they mulliganed to 6 and kept let's go ahead and throw out our Verdant Catacombs here and just pass. What they're up to before we commit to Entomb or Brainstorm. Swamp. Grief. Oh, juicy. What do they exile? They exiled a Grizzlebrand, so they're also. Oh man, this one's tough. I think we Entomb or we Brainstorm to hide our Entomb, because if they're like a Reanimator deck, I don't want them to snipe Reanimate. Something of ours. Oh man, see, it's too bad. It's too bad. Like they just didn't go for like an Entomb, something else. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna crack this. Underground Sea. Brainstorm. Let's hide our Entomb. Okay. I think for now. Again. Tuck Wishclaw, tuck Entomb. So opponent's gonna see like some storm stuff. If I want to discard our tendrils, that's fine. I'll probably discard Dark Ritual or Lion's Eye Diamond though. Like maybe you could argue that we should have went Wishclaw Talisman then Entomb, so we could like play like Wishclaw here, but I kind of want to like hedge on the off chance that they like do like the Entomb Exhume play and we can like get our own Grizzlebrand. They hit our Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. Unmarked Grave. Hey, they're doing non-legendary, so they're getting Arcana Cruelty. Sire of Insanity. Okay. That's a scary one for us. Yeah, I think we hold on to this Brainstorm and Entomb for the end step. Animate Dead. Sure. Okay, so let's And look, we got Shallow Grave, so let's go ahead and put top and you on top. Question is okay, do we crack this line side down or do we hold on to it? Yeah, I think we just draw 7 because we know we have the pedals. So yeah, pedal. Let's draw another 7. Oh yeah. Let's storm at storm of 4. And we can just go Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Crack for Past in Flames. The X. Opponent lamenting their choices in life. I don't blame them. Okay. We do. Got this though. So got the Dark Ritual, and we. Back. Control. 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 They wanted to scoop. They wanted to. We play enough graves, opponent. Okay. So this is a cool matchup for Ground Seal because a lot of their reanimation targets the graveyard. And, ours doesn't. Veil of Summer's kind of interesting here because we can, kind of negate some of their stuff. I don't really care for Abrupt Decay this matchup. Probably got Preordain. We got to be able to answer stuff from them, so we probably need to bring in our Echoing Truths. This feels like a weird matchup where maybe we cut one Wishclaw Talisman. We got some cantrips going on here. This is a fun hand, but I don't think we can realistically keep it because we're not going to be able to get this Ground Seal down before they do something. Unless we draw a pedal. Our opponent's really upset about losing, but whatever. You're playing a worse Reanimator deck. Okay, we're gonna keep this. You know, odds are we get our Entomb discarded, but this does give us a good chance at winning. So let's put back one Thoughtseize. Better lucky than good. All right. Opponent wants to complain about us being sub 50% to draw a grave. Yeah, man, but it happened. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Yeah, unmarked grave, you got it. Best thing we could draw here would be that ground seal. Yep, sorry, I already got another Lotus Petal. Nope. All those out there. See, and let's Thoughtseize them. Hey, reanimate. All right. That way we can hold up our Entomb and Brainstorm and all that, if needed. Once again, would be hilarious for them to go for an Exhume, because then we Entomb them. They don't go for it. They play the Swamp. Cool. I think we just stand pat for now. I think it's worth brainstorming in the main phase. Double Entomb Cabal Ritual. Fascinating. Like we could put both lanes back and just keep onto our Entombs. So like double Entomb can actually get us to a combo turn. Put you back. So like we like Entomb. It's like we okay. So what do we got? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can like crack an Entomb, get like a Grizzlebrand. Or no, it's like Shallow Grave, Past in Flames. And we actually have the mana to make that work. No, we don't. Yeah, we just pass for now. Next turn we can definitely go for it. Because then we have like the double Entomb Past in Flames turn. Opponent plays the Marsh Flats, 2 unknowns in hand. Okay. Play that. So like, problem is like I don't know what they have in their hand. Like, do they have Surgical? Because Surgical does wreck our shit. Because we like double fetch. We can like like we Entomb. I'll just wait. Once again, there's no harm in waiting as long as possible. They're gonna Entomb. Yeah, you got it, champ. It's like the longer we sit, the stronger these get because we get more cards and more information. Unburial rights, fun. Okay, so I have 2 cards in hand, but couldn't do the Unburial Rights. So like, what do they have in their hand that they're waiting for? It's probably hate spells. So like, I don't draw this Volcanic just yet, but we'll fetch it. Veil O Summer. It's not a bad one to draw, but once again, I'm kind of afraid of them having like Surgical. Grief. Doing all right. Get us a Bayou and Veil of Summer here. Echoing Truth. Okay, cool. Once again, I'm gonna laugh if our opponent actually does have Exhume in hand and they're trying to clear the way with Entomb, because then we just got him, and I love get gotten people. Yep, opponent in the old tank. I'd love to just draw Shallow Grave naturally. Opponent in the tank. Maybe they're just raging because I gave them the better lucky than good. Animate dead. You know what's funny is we can just Echoing Truth that up to their hand, and we will. See. So wait, what am I doing here? So I bounce Sire up to their hand. So I bounce Sire into their hand, and then they have to like discard it, right? And then we pop our Lotus Petal. Then we end up losing both of our Entombs here. Bounce that. Tomb for. Oh man, what do we want to Entomb for here? I think we Entomb for Grizzlebrand. And unfortunately, we're gonna lose that other one. Like if we Entomb for Past in Flame, I think we just we let this go. Yeah. Dark Ritual. Oh, neat. So maybe we could have gone for Entomb for the Past in Flames now, but whatever. And now we play the game of, yeah, you get my Dark Ritual. Tendrils. Not at all the spell we wanted to get here. Like we really needed. All right, so they can get their Sire now. Yep. Okay, even better. Watch our opponent salt out. Yep, salt. Oh, I love this game. I'm equally surprised. Once again, opponent, don't be a salt monster. Just take your beating. So like, I think we just go to combat step, attack, so we can have more resources. Because I mean, like, okay, what can we do? We can play a land. We'll have the Lion's Eye Diamond, and we'll have a Dark Ritual. Yeah, I think our opponent is just salting out on us. Now the way we can lose this is if I do something stupid like play a fetch and crack it, right? Or click through our attack step. Because at this rate, so we have one Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Tendrils of Agony. So like we play our land, crack this pedal for ritual. So the way that we lose this is if we don't reserve a black mana to cast Dark Ritual out of the graveyard. Although I guess once we cast Passive Flames, we just break Lion's Eye Diamond for all the mana and go off there, right? Opponent's probably pulling up the hypogeometric calculator. Opponent salt roping us. How fun. Salt, salt, salt. Maybe they're, what was that? Margaritaville? Searching for their lost shaker of salt. This is great. I'm actually on my work hours here, so I have someone calling me there. So that's fun. Waiting for our opponent to stop being so salty. They're probably going to sit there, hope that we walk away. And yeah, so this is fun. Hey, opponent, finally. Okay, so let's ask that. Black. Ritual. Let's pop this out here to make it a bit easier for us to take a look. Probably could have done this earlier, but here we are. Ritual. Ball ritual. Let's see here. We can. Well, what do we want to do now? We have. Oh wait. 2. Okay. And there we go. Beep, bop, boop. Get him, got him, good. So yep. How fun. Hey, beating the BRx Reanimator, drawing the shallow grave after they get the guy down. That's hilarious. Opponent, my guy, I mean, that's just pure luck, especially that last game. I don't know what to tell you. If you're ever that person, by the way, complaining about, oh, that was so lucky of them, insulting to your opponent and like timing out, like don't do that. Like, this clearly this is a game of chance, right? There's probabilities and stuff. Sometimes unlikely things happen. So take your losses with grace, y'all. So yeah, we'll do another one real quick. Alrighty then, round 4, and we won the dice roll again. Wow, 4 in a row. Lucky. Reanimation, cantrip, thought seize. I mean, yeah, we'll keep this. See what our opponent starts with. I'm not sure if you want to fire off this preordain off the bat. It's the age-old question: do we lead on cantrip or do we lead on discard? I'm inclined to discard, because what if they have a chalice? Holy, oh my god. Okay, lands. Oh, Valakut Exploration. What do you do? Whenever land is benefit exile top card library, you can play as long as it remains exiled. And some stuff. Should do again. You may play additional land on each of your turns. Oh, cripes. Okay. So yeah, interesting start. Tough one. I think we have to get rid of the exploration. Okay. Opponent playing lands. I haven't played against lands in forever. So this will be fun. Wasteland. Yeah, they're gonna waste our RC. Yup. Fair enough, opponent. Pitch of Dark Depths. Yep. Grizzly Bee. Okay. Fun. All right, let's Delta. We're gonna grab our basic island here. And preordain. So like, man, we do need. We probably should keep both or one of these at least. No. Bottom it. Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. Like, yeah, maybe we should have kept the polluted delta so we can grab like our basic swamp. Especially now that we have Wishclaw, because we can like Wishclaw grab the Lion's Eye Diamond. Opponent doing some thinking. There we go. Okay. Last turn. So they'll probably think we're just some sort of storm deck, right? Thoughtseize, Underground Seas, Deltas, Islands, Preordains. Okay, so they drew Ancient Tomb for the turn. What do they play? The Valakut Exploration. Neat. So at the beginning of your instep with their cards exile, put them into their graveyards, and then they deal that much damage. Ooh. Spicy. Yeah, so that's cool. Too bad we don't have additional black mana. So yeah, maybe I should have grabbed a black mana source, but here we are. We'll play volcanic. So like the question is, what do we want to do here? Do we want to like crack like Lotus Petal for Wishclaw and then like hit something? Nah, I think we just stand pat. So yeah, definitely, maybe, probably should have held on to one of those polluted deltas. I will take my punt. Yep. Ooh, okay. Casting another one. Okay, cool. All right, black mana. That is not black mana. This game is unnecessarily hard, and we're gonna get wrecked hard by that. Wow, that stuff, man. All right. The good news is like as soon as we draw like another black source, we're in like great shape. Okay, so land drop for a Thespian stage. Stage there, and another Valakut exploration. Play the other Valakut exploration. Yep. Take a damage. Upkeep. Are you gonna tap on my lands? Yeah. Sure. Hot Seas. Oh my lord. This is probably one of the unluckiest stretches I've had in a while. With just that game 2 earlier where we just drew no lands, and now this one where we're like tight on black sources. Really awkward. Yeah, so they have a Dark Depths in hand, so they just like Dark Depths Thespian stage us at the end of their turn, or at the end of our turn, and then we get Merit Laged. So that's not good. That Delta, probably should have grabbed our Underground Sea in retrospect, or even kept one of those polluted deltas. If we kept the polluted delta, or we fetched Underground Sea, completely different game, right? That being said, it makes up for it if we do hit Dark Ritual on our draw step, or even like a cantrip to hit Dark Ritual. I mean, we just need two black. We need two black mana to do our thing. Lion's Eye Diamond would even be great because then we can just Shallow Grave in response. Lion's Eye Diamond go off like. Okay, so they play Wooded Foothills. Life from the Lone, Urza's Saga, another Mox. What is this? Tabernacle? Yeah. All right. And we're gonna take a butt ton of damage here. Nope. Huzzah! A black source. Okay. Now if they have like crop rotation for bog, we're in like pretty bad shape, right? So Underground Sea. Back into. Okay, so so I mean we're like dead, kind of like no matter what we do, right? Like because they uh can do life from the loam, and then uh you know Doma's for 6. So I mean yeah, we're in it to win it. And yep, unfortunately, did not hit another black source or another instant mana spell. So like that we crack this and get to do nothing with it. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks that we couldn't hit another Lotus Petal. We hit a Lotus Petal and then we win because we have like everything that we need to go off. Uh, yeah, so that was unlucky. Once again, this one we definitely lose to. We lost it to ourselves here. Um, so anyway, Ground Seal is great. Slows down their life from the loam engine. Um, these decks do play like surgicals and stuff, so that's pretty decent. Veil of Summer is not super interesting here. They do sometimes play um, uh, permanents that we have to answer, so we'll leave that there. Probably we might do Hercule's Recall. Um, and maybe we take out one of these for Chain of Vapor. Because yeah, I feel like most of the hate we're gonna come across from them is gonna be things that specifically target cards in our graveyard or artifacts. And if they have Leyline of the Void, then I mean we just gotta hope we draw that one of Chain of Vapor. So yeah, try it like this. I normally I feel pretty good about our lands matchup. Like they don't really have much interaction game one, and we really should have won that one. Once again, I screwed up by not keeping at least one of those polluted deltas. Because we were just choked down black mana for so long, and then our draw 14 with Grizzlebrand got us, nothing. Or it didn't get us a Lotus Petal after that. So like that's, them's the beats. Unfortunately, like maybe the best case would have been like 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds plus Past in Flames, and then we could have won that way, but that's not how it panned out. So now we gotta get him here and get him in the next game. Bayou, Entomb, Brainstorm. I mean, this is good. Double Brainstorm, double Thoughtseize. The Thoughtseize. We'll keep this. We'll keep this, and then depending on what they do with their first, they do with their open here. If they have Leyline of the Void, we're in tough shape. They don't have that, so let's just lead off with Thoughtseize. See what they got going on. Pyroblast, and then a bunch of explorations. That's gonna stack up real quick, and they actually have Dark Depth, so they could actually get us real quick. That Pyroblast isn't gonna do anything off the bat, so I think we just okay. Well, this is a game where it's gonna be over pretty quick one way or another. So we just gotta hope that they don't get something too scary and on us. Maybe we should have hit the Pyroblast, but like I feel like having 2 exploration really accelerates them. And they don't have red mana off the bat. If they go red mana, hold up Pyroblast, okay, yeah, that's that's not good for us, but at least that's them doing one whole turn while we can go around things. Okay, so Snow Covered Forest, check. Exploration, check. Gonna play port. They're gonna play port. Okay. Another delta. Just main phase brainstorming here. I'm kind of okay. So we got Entomb Shallow Grave. So like next turn we can do things. Let's put you there, and ooh, and then we got Ground Seal too. So we can like really slow roll this maybe. Yeah, we'll have to see what they do on their turn. It's super risky to throw out the like. I'm tempted to throw out the Entomb. Okay, so next turn they play stage, play Dark Deaths, activate Dark Deaths on our turn. Is that how this turn? Is that how their turn cycle goes? Deaths, stage. Yep. I mean, yeah, I think we have to risk it because we're drawing another Ground Seal off the top there. So like if they have crop rotation or surgical, then they deserve it. Okay. They don't have it, so that's good news for us. So let's Shallow Grave. So they can't block with the Merit Lage, but I'm not super concerned about that. Okay, draw another 7. Oh yeah, this is looking great. So let's Underground Sea. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Yep. Or Magus. Activate Magus. Cast. There we go. Cool. So yeah, that worked out as perfectly as it could for us. Without knowing much more of what they got, I mean, it's they didn't have anything anyway to get us that game other than having the scary fast clock, and we just happen to have our clock. So yeah, so now we go to game 3 and see what happens. Once again, I feel like we should have won that first one if I didn't make that bad choice on my lands. And then we would have had this 2-0, but now we have to play this risky game 3. Oh, cripes. Okay, so we can like play Ground Seal. And then we have like Ponders and stuff. And then like if we happen to draw into them, like or it really interesting shape. So this is risky, especially on one land where they can like port and wasteland us out. They mulligan down to 5, so they're looking for graveyard hate. If their hate is like Fairy Macabre or Surgical, this Ground Seal is going to be really good against them. So the big question is, do we turn 1 Ground Seal or do we Ponder? The follow-up question will be, do we, what do we draw on our draw step as well? Wasteland. Pithing Needle. You gonna name Grizzlebrand? Band, cool. I kind of want to draw Entomb now, and then we just like Magus of the Mind them. Okay. So now that we have the land, I think we just ponder. Oh, there's even the Magus of the Mind. How cool. That being said, I don't think we really care for any of these because we're really hoping for an Entomb. So any order, shuffle, ponder again. I'm not going to say no to another ponder. So they're probably going to wasteland us. Or, yep. Yep. Map, sure. Yeah, so we would definitely want that delta. And yeah, playing this kind of slow. I don't want to burn that pedal until we need to. Another wasteland though, that's harsh. So it's simply to keep this delta, get another pedal, and then like kind of do some ponder stuff next turn. But at the same time, like we just really need to we just need velocity, and like what does that even do for us, right? Like we're just really stalling out. At the same time though, like if they draw another wasteland, we're in really bad shape. So we'll do that. No shuffle. We'll pass it back and hope that we can make it unscathed with our lands. Caracas, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's kind of tempting to go like island, pedal, ground seal. Pass. Of course, we draw Grizzlebrand. I don't know if this gets around like a Bajuka Bog type situation. Maze of Ith, yeah. So we have to go Magus. Ball Ritual, okay. I mean, that's cool. Ponder. Yeah, I mean, we're not attacking with the Grizzlebrand and any order. Yes. Hit a Shallow Grave, okay. Once again, the longer this game goes, the better it is for them because they just have so much like they have so many layers to their hate, right? So we have to really okay, we got a Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm fine with this because I don't, we're not getting him with the Grizzlebrand, and I feel like these decks only play like one bog, right? Volcanic Island's fine. We have to hold on to this Lotus Petal since they're choking us on our black mana, but we have nothing to do with our black mana at the moment anyway. Mox, once again, best thing we could draw here would actually just be straight up Magus. Are they gonna get the Urza Saga? Yep, Urza Saga. Play Urza Saga, yep. So yeah, we're on a clock. We need to draw like Entomb this turn if we want a really good chance. Entomb or Magus. Opponent upkeep. Taps our Underground Sea. Yep. And we draw Thoughtseize. Yeah, not super duper relevant, unfortunately. And I think we're gonna have to discard Thoughtseize because I don't think it's the least. We already have a discard outlet in the form of Lion's Eye Diamond for Magus. Choke Islands don't untap. Ooh, okay, this game got really hard for us. Magus, Verdant Catacombs. Okay. Oof. 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 All right. Well, we're gonna play that. Yeah. So this game is getting really hard because they're gonna choke us out of this game. So yeah, they're gonna make a thing. Probably grab like a Tormod's Crypt. They grab Mox Diamond. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. All right. Deck, please. Magus or Entomb. Shallow Grave. Oh man. What a game, what a game. I mean, we'll probably discard we're just gonna discard one of these Shallow Graves because I mean they're not doing anything for us. Entomb? Misty. Alright, well. More lanes isn't bad. But I kinda like we're good on resources at this rate. We just need to get out of Magus. They're gonna tap our Misty Rainforest. Yeah. If you can destroy it, then that's cool, opponent. If you make it an island, that's hilarious. Sylvan Scrying. Yep. Are they gonna get a wasteland? Yep. Yep. Saw it coming. We're still fine if we just draw our frickin' Magus or Entomb. Magus or Entomb deck. Please. Once. Huzzah! Okay. Okay, so now we can crack that. let's see, 5. Magus of the Mind. Ritual. Come on. So this is the fun part where okay. Yep. Boom! Finally. So this is why I absolutely love this deck. Is look at that. They had Ports, Ith, Caracas, Choke, Bazooka Bog, and we just, Magus doesn't care about any of that. Like, absolutely beautiful card. And this is why I just love this deck so much. Is with your multiple angles of attack, you can grind out some wins. So yeah, lots of fun. Great lanes matchup. We'll come back for the last one. All right, last round. Playing for the magical 5-0. We won the 5 dice roll wins in a row. That's pretty sweet. Playing against Andy SC Wilson here. Yeah, that's a neat border, so they probably play forces and stuff, right? That how you guess what people are doing? I mean, yeah, I guess we keep this, right? Play Lotus Petal. See what Andy does. Cool. Pass and turn. I'm just throwing that pedal out there. I mean, we're going to throw out the Entomb and the Shallow Grave. I mean, we got nothing else going on. Urza's Saga. Okay. I don't know what to expect out of Urza's Saga anymore. Okay, that resolved like instantly, so... If I have like main deck graveyard hate, I will be surprised. I mean, yeah, we play Trop, and we... Dude, this is what we're here to do. Okay. The problem with situations like this, where we're like kind of going off with minimal information, is I really, really, really hate showing the Magus kill. So I'd really like to get them off of Tendrils. on this. Okay, so we got Dark Ritual, Shallow Grave, Magus. So okay, draw another 7. And yeah, so we're gonna have to go to our attack step. Yeah, if we had like another pedal, we could discard, or we could brainstorm, put back Magus of the Mine. But we don't, so we're gonna have to go to the attack step. Okay. Drop another 7. Okay, Lion's Eye Diamond, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna throw Thoughtseize at them. Before Dark Ritual, Shallow Grave, crack Lion's Eye Diamond in response. For Magus, so yep. All right, Mr. Andy Wilson here with his Urza Saga scoop on that. So luckily we didn't show him too much more, other than pedals, so that's good. Problem is Urza Saga can go into so many decks right now, right? So I think we kind of have to hedge our bets. What's the most likely thing that they're gonna have to bring in against us? So that's the hard thing. If they're a blue deck, we'll probably want these Veils, and maybe not so much the Abrupt Decay. If they're a Chalice deck, we definitely want these Abrupt Decays, but not so much these Veils. If they're Karn Echoes, we kind of want both. So let's bring in a Hercules Recall. And I almost want to just bring an Extirpate. Like, just we discard and extirpate something and get maximum information. Kind of risky, but it is what it is. I'm gonna hedge. So this is what I'm doing. I'm hedging that they're not so much that they're not a Chalice deck, but they're a blue. Actually, no. We'll take out a Wishclaw because we still have 2 Wishclaws. We still have our 8 cantrips. Yeah, we have Abrupt Decay to handle a Chalice, Veil to handle forces, this to handle multiple things. If I have Leyline in the Void, if I have Leyline in the Void, that's rough actually. Okay, we'll bring in one of those and cut. You know what? We'll bring in one Echoing Truth and hope that they don't have much, because once again, this will give us. Oh shit! 62 card special. God damn it! Whoops. This is what we get for not taking out our stuff. Oh well. At least it's a Ponder and a Tutor. This hand is trash. Well, okay. Like, technically we can maybe cast a Grizzlebrand. No, mulligan. So they keep their opening 7. Okay, this is Entomb, Wishclaw, Echoing Truth fails. So okay, this is a good keep, and we'll put. Oh my. So this is the part where we have to put one of these back. I think we have to keep Brainstorm and Wishclaw and Entomb's no brainer. So what are we more afraid of? Counterspells or chalices? Well, if it's Chalice, we can Wishclaw Talisman and get Echoing Truth, so we'll see. If they have Leyline of the Void, I will be up. Okay, no Leyline of the Void. And an island, and a ponder. Alright, so this Veil Summer might be our ticket out of here. And potentially this extirpate that we have floating around will also be good. So, yep. What do we draw? Lion's Eye Diamond. How fun. Okay, so we're going to have to go Tropical Island. Probably just going to brainstorm. Okay, so this is just the Snows deck. There's no place like home. Alright, let's... Oh, they're Entomb. I like that. These two back. And I think I kind of wanted... I Wishclaw Talisman. See if they counter. They don't. Cool. I mean, they could have like Abrupt Decay for this, although that's unlikely. Or they could just straight up not care. Also likely. Maybe we should have done Misty Rainforest Crack, just so we don't draw another land. That way, like, we have like the option of maybe hitting like a reanimation spell. Because we have one Veil, but they're leaving up a butt ton of mana here. So yeah, I think we're gonna fire off this Entomb on their end step. They flash in Quaddle. Okay, they fetch. Yep. Savannah. Yeah, and hey, look, the Quaddle. Yep. Quaddle does not have Death Touch yet, but we could honestly get them with the Benny Tendrils if the game goes weird. Okay, yep, going for a plane, so probably grabbing that last snow-covered whatever. Nope, drop. Jace. Uro? Probably Uro. No. Yes. Leaving up Trop. Oh, they put Yorion. Oh, yeah, they're a Yorion deck. You know what? Probably should have... You know what? Someone will probably yell at me for being like, what are they doing? When, they could have been realizing they had a Yorion deck this entire time. Okay, yep. Nope. Cool. Let's say you opponent. Force pitching the Yorion. Cool. It's kind of tempting to throw Veil of Summer out here to make them spend more resources potentially, but I think I'd rather save this for our turn. Another land. I don't really... Okay. So they're down to force, but they lift up a tropical island. So like this could be like a Flusterstorm that they're representing. I think for now, man. So this is the hard part with these decks is without knowing what else that they have. Would love to see our extirpate though. Opponent thinking hard. Sylvan Library doing some work for him. I think best thing we could draw would either be our extirpate or just a Thoughtseize. Extirpate because we can, extirpate, nail their Force of Will, and kind of clear that out for the rest of the game. Thoughtseize just so we can, at least take a peek and take something scary. No matter what, I want to take a look at what they're doing in their hand. Wonder they did not shuffle. They get the Saga. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to try with this other Entomb now because you don't know what they have in hand. Another Lion's Eye Diamond though. And I mean, you have to argue, is one Veil Summer enough to protect us? Or, like what happens if we just like cast this? Like cast it like not in response to anything. Like what do they do? The spells we control can't be I mean, if they have the endurance, that hurts. You know what? No, we're gonna hold pat because like actually, hold on. Could we just like tendrils them? Um, yeah, I think let's just try to tendrils them because they have 5 life. Okay, sweet. Okay, so now we black. Yeah, man. Let's see. Tendrils of Agony. Yep. Hey, we did it. We did it. The 5-0 Dream. We outplayed the 4-color Snow deck because they got greedy with their Sylvan libraries, and I realized that we had the kill. So yeah, so oof, oof. Oh yeah, oh man, that feels good. That feels great. Um, so yeah, so let's take a look back at the deck. And yeah, so I mean, 5-0. You love it. You love to see it. I mean, I think this was probably a great example of like the strength of the deck, right? Like, we had a lot of games where we were in tough situations, but we grinded it out and pulled it out. We fought against Mountains of Hate and just kind of shimmied around it. We had games where I definitely punted away. I mean, like that Lavinia game where I played a Lotus Petal for no reason. Sure, we ended up losing or winning it, but it was still really sketch, right? And then same with against lands, like game one, where if we kept literally one of those polluted deltas, completely different game, and we would have won that one. So yeah, this was fantastic. I'm probably gonna play this again. Um, see it, this could easily be a fluke, right? I got lucky, drew everything I needed to when I needed to. Opponents weren't playing anything that matched up terribly against us, so we had that going for us. But I mean, that four color snow deck is a real deck. Um, Death and Taxes is a real deck. Lands is a real deck. Black Red Reanimator. I mean, we played against all actual, all real decks. We dodged Chalice matchups, so that's thank goodness for that. And we dodged Delver. So maybe we play against Delver, we lose, but at the same time we have plenty of skill, abilities and cards to get around that. Kind of on the wrap up, if I would change anything, I mean, maybe we cut this like Grape Shot for like another Carpet of Flowers, right? Maybe these Flusterstorms don't need to be here with like the Veil of Summers. I mean, as you saw, we weren't really, we're bringing in like one or two cards per matchup, and then it's like, our two Massacres, the extra abrupt decay, Ground Seal, the other Veil of Summer, like we're only bringing a couple of cards at a time, so like kind of having this large spread of options against decks really gives us a lot of options to fight against whatever our opponent is doing, and yeah, so I'm pretty stoked on this deck, and yeah, I can't wait for y'all to watch this league. I don't know, all five of you, who knows? But yeah, 5-0 league, hell yeah.